My name's Adam Schrimmer. I'm the owner and lead artist at Blank Canvas Mural Company. We paint huge murals and signs kind of all across the Southeast. And I'm from Connecticut originally, but I live in Greenville currently. I've been making art since I was a kid. One of those kids that wasn't listening to you in class if you were my teacher and always drawing on my papers and stuff like that. It's the only thing that I've ever really done, and the only thing that I've ever really done well, if you put it that way. I was a decent student, but I always excelled in the arts in that way. Humanities child, so I did, acting and dance and stuff like that too as a kid. When my wife and I moved to Greenville, I painted a mural for the Poe Mill community, which is out kind of heading towards West Greenville, off Pete Hollis. And during that project, I had this, I guess you call it an aha moment. I was working with a community neighborhood association to paint these two gas stations on either side of Shaw and Buncombe. It's what's on my shirt, this guy right here. And during that project and hanging out in the neighborhood, I felt like it was the first time that I made a piece of art, or I created something, that had any kind of impact beyond just maybe looking good. Or someone be like, oh, that's really pretty, or something like that. Selling a painting. There was it was tangible. I met people that initially didn't want me in the neighborhood working, but eventually became friends, and the work still gets respected even to this day, and it's years later. And I would have thought that it would have been vandalized or something, but it's still, and I think that shows pride, at the time. And so working in Poe Mill is, that painting is why I incorporated it. It's why I created a mural company. It's why I am pursuing public art as my, I guess you call it like my life's work maybe. 20s and the 30s, I really wanted to be seen. I wanted my artwork to be cool, and I wanted people to buy it, and I wanted to, I was like this cool thing, but never really got there. I sold work and it was fun, and I had a studio, and I was active in the art community in Miami, but it just never filled anything. It wasn't until we moved to Greenville and I did this mural in Poe Mill where I realized that I could connect with people in a way that was different than making a painting and hanging it in a gallery and having someone saying, oh, it's beautiful, let me put that in my dining room. I think that's amazing. These projects that I'm doing, these community murals, you're shaking hands, you're laughing, you're sweating, you're telling stories. You realize very quickly how much we all have in common, no matter where you're from or how you were raised. Everyone wants to feel love, everybody wants to smile, everyone wants all these things. Just because you live in a different part of town doesn't mean we're not pretty similar. Peel back the skin, right, and all the muscles look the same. It's that kind of an idea. So I'm in Greer, downtown Greer, painting a mural for a new food hall. It's called Cartwright's. The mural itself is sort of an homage to what the building used to be. The building used to be like a wood Mendenhall, and they built carriages. So the mural itself is of a horse-drawn carriage. It's really large. It's probably 27 feet by 27 feet. It goes in between two stories. It'll have a staircase in front of it, or that kind of cuts across a piece of it, so patrons of the establishment will have a chance to sort of walk alongside of it. It's really complicated to paint. There's nowhere in the property inside the building where you can see the entire painting in its full view. You can get small moments or tiny moments throughout the painting, which I think has been really exciting for me to enjoy, taking extra care in certain areas because I know people will be close to them. And the goal is to take the vision or the mission of the company, which is just passion, people, and paint, and share that to create work that not only is aesthetically beautiful for people to look at, but that also creates opportunities for human connection between people who probably wouldn't otherwise have a chance to be together.